Good morning, everybody. This is Chloe. She's my 7th grader, and we're going to do a day in the life of 7th grade today. But first, she's already done her language arts. We've pulled this out of our leftover stash. I just don't want to chuck them out. I want to use them, so I've given this to her. So she's done a lesson in her language arts already, and now she's moved into her Bible. I can have a look at the front cover. Thanks, bub. So she's doing Bible 7 from Rod and Staff, and so that's what she's working on right now. And we'll just follow her around today, and we'll just see what she gets to do. And it is a Wednesday today, so yeah. Okay, now Chloe is going to be finishing up her Mary Queen of Scots essay, and so this is what she's showing me at the moment. That's where she's at. So I'm just going to have a quick proofread. We're going to have a bit of a talk about it, and maybe we're going to pop a couple of pictures in, and we'll see how it ends in a couple of minutes. Okay, we've gone through it all. We've had a look, and we've added some pictures and did a couple of little proofreads. Now we're going to print it up, and she might add a little bit of colour, and that will be her essay for Mary Queen of Scots. Okay, she's done those two and that, and now she's just finishing up with the last picture, and then she'll read it for us. Okay, so now Chloe's going to read us her little essay on Mary Queen of Scots. Yep, so just start reading, bub.
Mary was a Catholic queen that lived in Scotland until she was 5, and then moved it to France. Her first husband lived and died in France. Her father was James V, King of Scotland. Her mother was a French princess. Mary, a Catholic queen over her people, which were Protestants. Mary was young, beautiful, and clever. Her second husband was Henry Lord Darnley, who was also a Catholic, and she took bad advice from Darnley. But soon later stopped it instead took advice from David Ritchie. Darnley and 4 of his friends stabbed David Ritchie 56 times. Mary could do nothing because the gun was pointed at her and she had a baby, and many people thought that the baby's dad was David Ritchie. Now Mary, who before disliked Darnley, now hated him. Mary's misfortune. Darnley got sick, and Mary, against her nursed him. She soon left to go to Hollywood. Then, when she was gone, the house where Darnley and his page blew up. Mary was accused of blowing up the houses, so she went to England, where she was also accused of blowing it up. Did she do it? He did hack her advice to bits. She was forced to resign being queen, and instead her husband, instead of her son, was going to be the king, and he was only 12 months old. So he had a regent who was his mum's half-brother, the Earl of Moray. Mary's unhappy end. In England, Elizabeth had Mary, and Mary said, "Restore me back to my throne, or send me back to France." And Elizabeth said, "No, not until my judge judges you." But Mary disagreed, so Elizabeth kept Mary in the tower, and many people wanted Elizabeth to behead Mary. At first, Elizabeth did not want to do it, but on 8 February 1587, she finally had Mary beheaded.
1587. Yeah. 1587. We reread the date like that. 1587. Yeah. So she's got a nice little essay there. So yeah, so that was her thing on Mary Queen of Scots. Alrighty, what are you going to do now? Because you've done
history.
You've done your history. That was a history. So what do you do the maths or something?
Hannah's done with it?
Yeah, it's on the table here for you.
Okay, I don't know.
Alright, so she's going to do some maths now. Okay, I just want to show you. She's working on Saxon 7/6. And she's doing lesson 32, is that correct?
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright, so she has this little worksheet that she just fills it all in. She just comes along and puts all the answers in there and her workings in there, unless of course she needs it to do some of the workings in a graph book. But yeah, so she'll just fill in that little piece of paper and she'll do her lesson there. Okay, she's almost finished that lesson.
I have to do 30.
Alright, so she's on question 27, and she just needs to do up to lesson question number 30. So there's 3 more questions to do after that, and then I will mark it for her. Okay, now she's going to do today's activity. So she's going to work on her little Australian emblem thing. So today she's working on the ACT, which is Australian Capital Territory. They're the emblems and flag for that. And she has to locate it here on Australia, which is that tiny little dot there. And then over there she's going to write something about the royal bluebell. Well, it's actually going to be copy work essentially, because she's got information. She's got a little information card, and that will tell her all of she needs to know about that little royal bluebell, and she'll pop some information on that page. And she will do one for the Gang Gang Cockatoo, and I've given her some information that I pulled off Google. I just went and found the animal online and got some information, and she'll do some copy work. So she'll choose out of that what she's going to put on her page. And so yeah, so that's what she's working on now, is today's activity, because it's Wednesday. Okay, so she's done her cockatoo, and now she's working on the royal bluebell. So she's got a little card there that she's getting some information from. Whoops, there we go. Can we see it? There we go. So she's going to use some of that to do copy work for her bluebell. Okay, this little project is done, so I just thought I'd have a quick little show and tell. She's done this page, and she did her cockatoo, and she did her royal bluebell. So that's what she's done for her activity today. And now she's going to move into her Bob Jones University literature, which is explorations in literature. So today she's going to do the first 4 questions in here on page 173. So she'll read this thinking zone, and then she'll start answering the questions. Okay. Yes, I know, Bub. It's done. It's beautiful. And now she's moved into her spelling. So, yeah, which one are you going to do today, Bub?
I think I'll do these 2.
Okay, them 2. She's going to do those 2, and then we'll give her a pre-test, or not. Yeah, well, it's more like a dictation, isn't it? I'll give her a dictation, and then she'll work on any words that she missed in the dictation. Okay, so now she's doing the last thing that she needs to get done for me today, which is reading. And what are you reading about today, babe?
Boy Who Wants to Know.
Okay, so she's reading about Thomas Edison today. So that's about Thomas Edison. Can we have a look? It's a really old book, and I just love it. Yep, so they have pictures like that in there. I just love it. I just love the way it's set up. I just wish I could have a bajillion books like this. It's out of, where are we going to find it? Here we go. The Bookshelf for Boys and Girls. I think I only have this particular book out of the entire series, and that, but I just love it. Yep, so she's reading about Thomas, was it Thomas Edison?
He lost his hearing because a man pulled him on top of a moving train by his ears.
Yeah. Yes, Thomas Edison, that's what she's reading about today.
Yeah, when he was 4, he sat on a bunch of duck eggs.
Ooh,
in a barn.
Alright, so that's her reading.
Really cold.
Chloe is a reader, so even though that's all she'll read for today for school, she'll actually pick up a novel. She's always reading. She's my big reader, actually. Yeah. All right.
I nearly overread over 100 books last year.
Yeah, this year as well. This year she's already getting pretty close to it already. I think
keep on reading the Percy Jackson books over and over and over again.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Hope you enjoyed seeing what Chloe did for school today, and we'll catch you later, Chookies. Bye.